Math Day, great day, math learners. Welcome to Mathematics Lead channel, where we turn your math worry into mastery. I'm Ira Atienza, and together, let us have fun while learning. And for our today's discussion, we will focusing on generating patterns. For our learning objectives, at the end of the lesson, the students should be able to generate pattern from a given succession of objects, numbers, letters, or symbols. Find the end term of a given sequence and increase curiosity and interest on generating and But before we dive into our discussion, let's have some activity first. So for our activity, we will try to guess or find the next term of the given sequence. For the first item, we have here letter D, H, L, and P. What do you think is the next term? The next term is letter T. What do you think is the next one? Our last term is letter X. To get each element, there are three letters between them, like this. From letter D to H, we have E, F, and G. And then H to L, we also have three letters. L and P, we also have three letters. And then P to T, we also have three letters. And same as T and X. So what about this one? From 1, 3, 5, and 7, what do you think is the next element? Okay, so the next element next to 9 is 11. 11 next is 13. So, how can we come up with this answer? We just have to add 2 to each element. Like 1 plus 2 equals 3. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 2, 7. And then 7 plus 2, 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. 11 plus 2 is 13. So how about this one? What do you think is the next term? So for the next term, it will be square. The last one is a triangle. So to get this sequence, the number of the sides of these polygons are increasing from 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3. So the missing one is square and the last one is triangle. And let us now proceed to our discussion. When it comes to when it comes to generating patterns, it is better for us to understand the sequence itself to recognize patterns. So let us define sequence first. When we're talking about sequence, it is an order in which one element follows in another succession. It is also an ordered list that follows a specific condition that will satisfy each element. So each element in a term each e- so each element in a sequence is called term that can be written as a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4, a sub 5 until a sub n. Like on our example here, we have 8, 16, 24, 32, and 40, which our a sub 1 is 8 or our first term is 8. A sub 2 or our second term is 16. A sub 3 or our third term is 24. A sub 4 is 32 and A sub 5 is 40. We can classify sequences as infinite and finite sequence. So what are those? So for infinite sequence, it contains countless number of elements. For example, if we ask what are the element of positive even numbers, we have here 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, and so on. So for our next example, we have here list of perfect square numbers. We have here 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, and followed by this many period. If we saw that, it means the number of elements are countless. So, So when we say infinite sequence, it has no end term or last term. Moreover, finite sequence has a limited number of terms. For example, first 10 even numbers. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. We ask 10 only. So we're gonna stop until 20, from 2 to 20. Next are days of the week. So we have here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we're gonna start from Monday to until Sunday. Of course, we only have 7 days in 1 week. So when we say finite sequence, it means it has end term or last term. So let us try these few items to answer. For direction, give the elements and tell whether the following are infinite or finite sequence. For item number 1, sequence of positive odd numbers. These are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, and 17, and so on. So, it is a infinite sequence. For item number 2, polygons with 4 sides. What are those? Square, rectangle, parallelogram, rhombus, trapezoid, and kite. And this is finite sequence. For item number 3, the sequence of natural numbers. We have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. We can say that there's a lot of natural numbers and it is a infinite sequence. Next, prime numbers greater than 20 but less than 50. We have here we have here 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, and 47. And it is a finite sequence. The last number is the counting numbers. Of course, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and it is a finite sequence. So, a pattern in a sequence can be obtained and can be written using a general term. For example, in a set x, 2x squared, 3x cubed, 4x to the fourth power, 5x to the fifth power, 6x to the sixth power, and so on, wherein each term has the same exponent and coefficient. Another example of general term is a sub n equals nx raised to the n, where n is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a sub n is called the general or the nth term or the last term in a sequence. So to find several terms of a sequence, when given the general term, we're gonna do number 1, find the first 4 terms of the sequence. So we're gonna use the general term of a sub n equals 2n minus 1. So to find the first term, let n equals 1. So we're gonna use the given general term and substitute n by 1. Perform the indicated operation and lowest term if needed. So we're just gonna repeat the same process to find the second to the fourth term. So we're just gonna repeat the same process to find the second and the fourth terms. So therefore, the first 4 terms of the sequence are 1, 3, 5, and 7. So for our second example, we have the general term a sub n equals n minus 3 raised to n. So we're just going to substitute n by 1. So it will become a sub 1 equals 1 minus 3 raised to 1. So perform the indicated operation and simplify if needed. So the second term will be negative 2. And we're gonna repeat the same process. And our first 5 term will be -2, 1, 0, -1, and 32. So for our third example, we have here, find the fifth to the eighth terms of the sequence using the general term. B sub n equals -1 raised to n over n plus 1. To find the fifth term, let n equals 5. So use the given general term, substitute n by 5, and simplify if needed. Therefore, the fifth to the eighth terms of the sequence are -1 6, 1 7, -1 8, and 1 9. So now, we are going to find the general term given the several sequence. We have here, write the general term of the sequence 5, 12, 19, 26, and 33. So each term is 7 more than the previous term. We can find the pattern by using a tabular form. So in our table here, we have our given. So 5, our first term. So we're not going to add 7. So it will be 5 plus 7 times 0. So for our second term is 12. So it will be 5 plus 7. So 5 plus 7 times 1. So for our third term, we have 19. 5 plus 7 plus 7. 5 plus 7 times 2. For our fourth term, we have 26. 5 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. It will become 5 plus 7 times 3. For our fifth term, we have 5 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. So 5 plus 7 times 4. For our n term, since it's n, in the pattern, the number of times that 7 is added to 5 is 1 less than the n term, or n minus 1. Thus, so equate a sub n and 5 plus 7 multiply to the quantity of n minus 1. Apply distributive property of multiplication and combine similar terms. Therefore, the n term of the sequence is a sub n equals 7n minus 2, where n is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And for our activity, we have here 3 items only. So you can answer it comprehensively. Amen. So for item number 1, a sub n equals n. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. For number 2, a sub n equals n over n plus 1. Our elements are 1 half, 2 thirds, 3 fourths, 4 fifths, and 5 over 5 or 1. Item number 3, we have a sub n equals -1 raised to n plus 1 n squared. So our elements are 1, -4, 9, -16, and 25. So for our second activity, we have find the indicated term of each sequence given. We have here a sub n equals 1 half raised to n. So find the ninth term. So we have here 1 over 512. For our next one is a sub n equals n plus 1 squared over n minus 1. So what is the 14th term? And our answer is 45. So in developing competencies, so we have here a puzzle and we're going to answer it by the given sequences here in across and down. So for across, we have 1, 8, 27, 64, 25, and 216. For number 5, 5, 4, 20, 100, 500, 2,500. Number 7, we have 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and 13. For number 8, we have J, F, M, A, M, J, J, A, S, O, and D. And for the down, here are the answers. So this is the puzzle if we answer it correctly. So your puzzle should be look like this. And that's it for our today's discussion. Thank you for listening. Oops.